I'm Nicole Watson, and I am a fifth grade teacher here at Jason Lee. Jason Lee is on 92nd and Halsey. The main artery is 82nd, which kind of makes it dangerous. People fly down 82nd. I've been really interested in commuting by bike. Unfortunately, it just isn't safe. It's not that folks don't want to, I just don't think that it's within their reach.
My name is Tina. I have been in Portland 4 years. I work downtown at the Westin Portland Hotel. I have to leave 2 hours earlier at 6 a.m. to go to the bus stop. And if bus late, I'm late to work too. You can be late always. Later you're gonna get fired. Downtown is very good. They have streetcar, they have Max. East side or South East side, it's only bus. And too much traffic, too much car.
When a child can't cross a street safely to get to a school, or a woman needs an hour and a half on the bus to get to a job 10 miles away, we're failing those residents.
This is why UB Mobile PDX was born. It's a technology platform that allows Portlanders to find and compare all of the transportation options available to them.
This is an innovation that takes advantage of emerging smart infrastructure so that you can see the speed, cost, safety, environmental and health outcomes for each trip you need to take.
A diverse group of organizations has come together to build UB Mobile PDX. From the faith community to equity champions, policy experts, academic institutions, and leading Portland businesses.
My name is Orlando Simpson. My company is City of Roses Disposal and Recycling. We have a collection fleet, so I'm looking at innovative technologies that will minimize the fear that our drivers hold when they're driving. Having bikes on one side and a pedestrian on another side, especially in very dense areas, it's a lot of risk and they carry a lot of fear with them. But if we can utilize some of these technologies that allow sensors to identify when there's humans close or vehicles close or trees that are close, then it actually provides a little bit more relief for our drivers and hence provides more of an efficiency within our business.
This project is about more than just technology, and it's about more than transportation. How we move around the city has profound impacts for our health, for our safety, and our quality of life.
Working together, we'll expand access to transportation that will make a real difference in people's lives.
And we'll build a better city for all. To learn more, visit ubmobilepdx.com.
Mayor Charlie Hills.
Portland, practically perfect Portland. I mean, come on, there's a big reason not to pick Portland for this assignment as prototyper for the nation. I mean, we're so different. We're so unique. The first climate action plan in the country, adopted in 1993 when I was a new city commissioner with dark brown hair. A large and growing light rail system, the highest bicycle mode split in the country, car share before most people knew the word, the first modern streetcar in America, aerial trams as a transportation solution, and $13 billion of transit-oriented development. But wait, a lot of cities are doing those things now, and many of them better than Portland. And a lot of Portland isn't what the New York Times writes about. So here's what's actually special about Portland. There was a time, not long ago, when Portland was pretty much like everywhere else. Auto-dependent, with most of our downtown and surface parking lots, bad air quality, 115 days over the threshold in 1979, prosperity hemorrhaging to the suburbs, concentrated communities of color who bore the brunt of urban renewal. What did we do? We led the way in the American urban renaissance. And in so doing, we developed some habits of the heart of innovation, equity, and collaboration that have served us well and have served the nation. These aren't just themes that we picked for this project, but deeply established civic values. Early in that urban renaissance, my friend Jim Kunstler published The Geography of Nowhere. Remember that book? A polemical blast on suburbia. And he wrote a chapter about Portland. The first sentence was, "Can this be America?" Now, I'm proud that in transportation innovation, we've become the best European city in America. But here's the key, though. That was then. We've been there and done that. Here's why Portland is the right choice to deliver as the prototyper for the nation now. Because for this project, we haven't gone to the Portlandia Portland. We've very carefully focused on the geography of everywhere. Every American city has streets like 82nd Avenue and 122nd, where it's all about the car. Every American city has the challenge of moving Division 0 on increasingly crowded streets. We all have bike-truck conflicts, like the right hook crash that killed Tracy Sparling 200 feet from my office. Every city has responsible business people like Orlando who never want to get that call from their employee. Every American city has professional women like Nicole who'd like to bike to work, but don't think it's safe. And every American city is quickly becoming more diverse, with thousands of new residents like Tina who want to climb the ladder of opportunity but have to commute an hour and a half before they can put their hand on the first rung. No other city is set up to collaborate like we are. No other city has anything like First Stop Portland, a collaboration begun in 2007 between Portland State University, the city, TriMet, our MPO, and the private sector to foster knowledge exchanges about sustainability, smart growth, and multimodal transportation. 241 delegations from 205 cities, 39 countries, every continent in the world except for Antarctica. And if penguins could fly, they'd come too. No other city has institutionalized knowledge sharing like Portland has. No other city has exercised a new implementation tool like we will use for UB Mobile PDX. That is a nonprofit corporation like Portland Streetcar Inc., or Portland Aerial Tram Inc., or Pioneer Courthouse Square Inc., a nonprofit board with public sector, private sector, and community representation that leverages, delivers, and stewards improvements in the public realm in a model that can add value anywhere in the country. No other city has the collaborative relationship with the tech community that we have, a strong open source community where the wiki was invented and where when we hold a public sector hackathon, hundreds of transportation tech geeks show up to participate. But there's more. PSU's incubator launched Globe Sherpa that became Ride Scout and is now part of Daimler's Movil enterprise. We worked through the difficult issues of the sharing economy so that when Bill de Blasio had a head-on collision with Uber, he called me. And when Airbnb wanted to locate their North American headquarters, they put it in Portland. But there's more. Our economic development agency enabled a young, recently homeless African-American entrepreneur to start noappfee.com, allowing people who most need to save money on an apartment to do so by not paying multiple application fees. Now, Tyrone Poole is paying it forward, thanking the city that's helped him by linking NoAppFee's deep housing data with UB Mobile's transportation data to give people clear information about the interaction between their transportation and their housing costs. No other city has learned how to carry partnerships with the US DOT across multiple administrations like Portland has. Our light rail system has been built over 8 mayoral administrations, our streetcar over 4, and with 6 different transportation commissioners. Mayors come and go, but a focus on innovation, equity, and collaboration is something that you can count on for the long run when you partner with Portland. So past is prologue. Portland is consistently collaborative, not just in transportation. On housing, we all recently got together as West Coast mayors to roll up our sleeves and work together with Secretary Castro the same way. It's what we do. Mayor Lee, you're right, it's what we do. And we don't just do it in this project, and that's why, of course, we've invited Detroit and the other, Detroit, Richmond, New Orleans, Seattle, and Los Angeles to join with us as well. We also partner with the private sector, like Daimler Freightliner, that builds 40% of the over-the-road trucks in America in Portland. That's right, we don't just make beer and bicycles, we make trucks. And they're gonna prototype an autonomous truck in the Columbia Corridor, testing that technology with us. We'll take the benefits of this innovation first to the people and the places in our cities that need them the most, bridging that digital divide. So Portland may be unique after all. That is, we're uniquely set up to be that innovative prototyper again, this time intentionally from the beginning, using technology and transportation in a big, bold, shared way to address the common challenges of American cities, a geography of everywhere that is both cultural and physical. Mr. Secretary, friends, we can do this. The Smart Cities Challenge is the US DOT working smarter, setting off a virtuous competition among friends and colleagues. We can do this because Portland has reliably fostered those habits of innovation, equity, and collaboration. And if you select us to lead a team of rivals to change the American city again, we will. Thank you very much.